My friends, it's Donda time. Donda is here. It's here for the world to enjoy and hate and talk about. On this video, I am going to do 2 of those 3 things. I like Donda a lot. It's a good album. It's a really good album. And let me tell you why. The first thing that I noticed when thinking about this video and what to say in defense of Donda is the track list is super consistent for the most part. For an album with 23 tracks that are not, the last 4 tracks are bonus tracks, but the 23 tracks, and then, you know, 2 of them are kind of interludes. Donda and Donda Chant are kind of interludes. There's like 21 full-length original tracks. Dude, out of 21 tracks, it's pretty consistent. I mean, the songs are like non-stop good to great until you hit the song Okay Okay, which is just okay. It's got Lil Yachty on it, and Lil Yachty is just alright on the song. He sounds better than normal, but Lil Yachty's not a great artist in general. You know that. And it's just musically not the best. And then Junya just kind of... It feels like it's missing something. Musically, it feels like there's just this one thing, like, you're waiting for it to drop, and it never really pops off. It's a song that you feel like is going to pop off, and never really does. But it's not a bad song. 24 is a song that feels like a Jesus is King outtake. So that's a complaint that it just doesn't, it doesn't have that, it doesn't feel like a Donda track. It feels like a Jesus is King track. And it's just not doing anything too revolutionary or too creative and awesome like a lot of these other songs on this album are doing. Tell the Vision is the worst track on the album. It's like a Pop Smoke interlude. It's totally random. It's no reason for it to be on the album. It feels like, literally feels like someone just milking Pop Smoke, you know, off of the hype of him dying, is what it is. It's what it is. And I kind of surprised Kanye would stoop that low, like, which, you know, can be, you can use this as an example when talking about how the album technically is, like, unfinished, and Kanye apparently didn't want it to drop, and his producers or whatever, the people who make the album on the label or whatever, like, pushed it out on Sunday when he didn't want it to be shown to the public. That's what I've heard anyway from people. That would explain this track. That would explain this track. Lord, I Need You is unique due to the lyrical content. I guess I like the lyrical content, but it's a song that's so forgettable when, I mean, like, literally, like, I've listened to this album a ton, and I always forget that this is even a song on the album. It's just a forgettable track. Now, those are my complaints with the album. There's a few tracks that I think are not great, but the highlights on this thing. Jail. Do I say more? Do I say more than Jail? The closest comparison I can make to another Kanye thing is Welcome to Heartbreak, the first song on 808s and Heartbreak, because it just feels like this really grand, weird opening track that doesn't really make any sense. Like, no other artist would make this song, is what I feel like. It's just so weird musically and lyrically, and it's long, and it's awesome. It's really, really great track. I feel like it's hard to not like this song. Like, I want to find somebody who really hates this song and hear their reasoning why, because I think it is just a legitimately great track. God Breathed, bring in that Yeezus energy. That is what I'm talking about, and that is an album that I would compare this to, is Yeezus, when in a lot of ways it's not like Yeezus. A lot of ways it is, just because I think this is the most out there thing he's done since Yeezus, both because of how long it is, the amount of features on the album. It all just feels very, and some people would say, you know, some people say Life of Pablo is more weird or original. Some people say Yay is more weird and original. Kids See Ghosts. But, like, I think this is the most out there he's been. I love how out there he is, and this song just brings that Yeezus energy, and it brings it hard. Off the Grid is a pretty unique rap banger that features Fivio Foreign, I think is the guy's name, and, of course, Playboi Carti, bringing that Playboi Carti Whole Lotta Red energy, and it's fun. Hurricane has an angelic chorus by The Weeknd. The feature work on this album is phenomenal. So good. I love it when there's a rap album where someone will bring in features and they, like, make the album. They make it so much better. They add so much to it, and The Weeknd on this hook is just fantastic. The choir on this one, the really brief burst of choir, that chorus, dude, that hits. That's so good. And then there's Praise God, which has a cool Baby Keem feature, and it's just a cool song in general. Jonah hits, bro. The hook is great on this song. so good. I don't even know all the features on. I think Lil Durk is on this song. I don't know the other feature. Whoever does the hook, I don't know if Lil Durk is the one that does the hook. I'm just not familiar with that artist. But this song is really good. I mean, it's got a vibe. It's one of the more serious ones on the album. Like all the ones before this are kind of the fun hype ones, and this is more serious, and it's really good. Believe What I Say is one of my favorite tracks on the album. Like, there's something emotional about how optimistic and positive the energy of this song is. There's something that makes me emotional about just how unflinchingly happy the song is. Like, genuinely, the music just adds so much. The production on this is some of the best production on the whole album, and Kanye sounds great on it, and it's great. Remote Control has a killer Young Thug verse. Killer. And I think Kanye does a great job on the song. A lot of people don't love this one, and a lot of people say it's corny, but I think it's really cool, and it's actually one of my favorite songs on the album, so I apologize if you hate this song, but I kind of love it. And the album keeps going from there, with more highlights like Pure Souls, Come to Life, No Child Left Behind, but especially Jesus Lord, what I think is the best track on the album. The lyrical content is fantastic. Musically, it's very repetitive, but I think there's a lot of emotion and depth in this song. And I think the feature by Jay Electronica is good, but I think Kanye's part is the best Kanye does on the entire album. And it's like heartbreaking and beautiful and wonderful and amazing, and it's a really great track. I really like Donda. I think the feature work on this album is fantastic. I think the lyrical content is a lot more interesting and has a lot more depth and nuance in the lyrical content of Jesus is King. I think the lyrical content on that was just very one-sided, and it was a gospel album, it was a praise album, so it kind of makes sense. But here, this just feels like Kanye has returned. Kanye's different, but I really do feel like Jesus Kanye is back. Creative, crazy Kanye is back with this album, and I just love that so much. I'm going to give it 4 stars out of 5. And yes, I'm not giving it higher than 4 stars. It sounds like I really love this album, but I just, you know, the use of the way they put the 4 bonus tracks at the end, and then there's a couple, you know, like a handful of tracks I'm not crazy about, will bump the score down for me. That's why it's a 4 instead of a 4.5 or a 5 or whatever. But I genuinely do think it's a really good album, and I think you should check it out. And thanks for watching the video. Have a great rest of your day.